Well, as I mentioned, there used to be an open connection to the sea up north, and that's why you'll see quite a few warehouses here, and they will typically have names of either countries like France or England, or many cities in the Baltics and Scandinavia, I believe. So let's see if we can find some names. So as this is a free haven, that means that any ship can search for a place here and stay there pretty much indefinitely. The downside on that is if you have to do some maintenance and you have to go to a shipyard, you might not find your place back, so that's a bit tricky, I guess. Let's have a look at that over there, an old brewery. So apparently there used to be a brewery here well in the 17th century, 1659. Wow. And it was called the Key back in the day already. So let's see if we can have a proper look at some of the warehouses. It says here Damals. It's funny because I thought most of these warehouses were named after mainly Scandinavian and Baltic cities, but maybe Damals is one. Never heard of it, no idea. This one's called Frankrijk, France. Cool. Ik heb het nog niet. Well, I'm not sure if you can see the head on the wall properly. So this street is called Oude, Kijk in Jatstraat, which probably means something like I'm looking into the street or outside of the street, because this used to be the edge of the city. So there will be some parameters here. And back in the older days, this head would look inwards. So they've actually pinned it onto the wall now, but it used to be looking that way. And yeah, kind of cool that they've kept it at the very least. Now we go and see our university, I think, or I don't know yet. We'll see. Well, I spent quite a bit of time here. This is part of the university where the Roman language section was a million years ago. Alright, and just around the corner is our beautiful university. So now we get to another famous landmark here, our university that dates back from 1614. Well, I'm guessing exams must be coming up because it's quite crowded with bicycles. This is the university library. Now the university is built in a neo-Renaissance style, which I think is rather nice, but that's personal opinion, of course. Well, those were the days. So, let's head to the fish market, the Vismarkt. So, this is our fish market, and you can really smell it, even if it's the day after. Yeah, that beautiful building up there is a Groninger Museum. Now houses a supermarket, which is better than nothing, I suppose. And here are a few nice houses. Right, I think that pretty much completes most of the inner city. Of course, there's lots more to see and to tell. I think last stop for now is the museum, so let's go there. Let's see if we can get some baguette for lunch. I think so, as I'm very close to my regular place for Sundays. Pretty much the only place, as far as I know, you can get decent baguette. And someone who is not unfamiliar with France, baguettes are very important to me. So let's go and have ourselves a fantastic baguette. now I just wanted to start filming our most famous loo, which you see over there. It's a bit of an artwork, but I think someone just went in, so I'm not sure if that's quite appropriate. I guess I'll just wait. Right, it's a bit of a see-through loo. I'm not sure who designed it, but not sure if that would be my first go-to then. Yeah, one or two more stops to go, so let's check out the final few things that I want to show you. Right. So I'm now just walking by the synagogue here in the Folkingestraat. This area used to be the epicenter of the Jewish quarter in the city, but unfortunately from 1942 and onwards, pretty much all of them, 2,800, were deported and subsequently murdered. And yeah, so now we come to a very special door that symbolizes the loss of their lives and of course the cultural meaningness of this event. Because if you look closely, you see there's no doorknob. Where the door cannot open. It's a perfect symbol, I think, for this dark period in the city. So this is very, very much a symbol of a history gone past. There's no way back, and yeah, it's a true testament to all the people's lives that have been lost. And so that's a true tragedy, of course. Now, after this sad moment, I think it's time for the penultimate stop, and yeah, let's look at the cannonball. So, a cannonball in 1672, what's the story there? Well, 1672 was quite a bit of a year for us. We were attacked by both England, France, the bishops of Münster and Cologne. So in the north we had to deal with the rather pugnacious Bishop of Münster, a city 200k from here. So in July 1672, he, in his army of 24,000, tried to attack the province and the city at large. And for about a month he bombarded the city from the south, because that was the only way in for him, and his preferred military tactics was to bomb things, which gave him his nickname. So we know him as Bommen Berend, or Bombing Bernard. And after a month of siege he gave up, as there were no reinforcements coming in from the Bishop of Cologne, and so basically he gave up and we won. And that actually gave us our regional holiday, the 28th of August. So that's our Liberation Day, 1672. And yeah, so that's the story behind the cannonball and the year 1672. Now I think it's about time for my really last stop, which would be the museum. So I'll see you there. This bridge is normally crowded with pedestrians and cyclists, and it's quite remarkable to be here on a Sunday morning with hardly anyone about. I might actually pop in a museum later today. We have a thing in the Netherlands called Museum Pass, which I think is like around 60 or 70 euros. And if you know that regular entrance to any museum is usually 10 to 15 euros, that's a good deal. So the main architect of this museum is Alessandro Mandini. There were a few others as well, but yeah, he's the lead architect, or was. So the museum typically houses archaeology, local history and contemporary fine arts. There's quite a few exhibitions of all kinds of stuff, and of course they house, at least in the Netherlands, famous artist collection called the Ploeg, who were quite famous in the early 1920s or so, I believe. Expressionist group they were, and they have a fine collection here as well. What else is there to say about the museum? Well, Of course, building it was quite a bit of a stir, a controversy, because it's in the water, and it's opposite of the beautiful railway station, so it was not necessarily deemed beautiful, I suppose. But I really like it. I like the contrast of it, and I think it's proven its place in our city by now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little guided city walk. Well, if you have any questions, just post them in the comments, and I'll see if I can answer them. Probably have to Google them myself, but hey. Yeah, so that's it for now. So I would say enjoy your hikes, your rides, and stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, cheers, bye bye. The only thing missing is the forum. Oh well. Lovely, so quiet here today. Right, it should be quiet too. So that finally concludes the whole trip, and well, see you in the next, probably a ride. Alright, cheers, bye.